Alright, let's look at the practice exam 3, problem number 2, part A. Alright, so we want to simplify cosine of 2 times arctangent of x. Alright, so let's do that. And the first thing I would do is I would like to replace arctangent of x by theta. So we say let theta be arctangent of x. Right? So since arctangent is too hard to deal with, so I'm going to rewrite this in terms of regular tangent. So we can rewrite it as tangent of theta is equal to x. Right? So since tangent is opposite over adjacent, so you can visualize this right triangle. Alright, let's say this is theta right here. Right? Then, so here's the opposite. Opposite, we can just set opposite to be x and adjacent to be 1. Right? And using the Pythagorean theorem, this hypotenuse h is going to be square root of 1 squared plus h squared, x squared, sorry. Right, we have that. And from here, we can actually figure out the sine of theta. So if you have sine of theta, right, so sine is opposite over hypotenuse, opposite over hypotenuse. So it's got to be x over square root of 1 plus x squared, right? And the sine of theta, or actually cosine of theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So which is going to be adjacent is 1 and the hypotenuse is square root of 1 plus x squared. Alright, then since we decided to call arctangent of x theta, so what we're trying to find is cosine of 2 theta, right? Alright, cosine of 2 theta, we want the angle to be just theta instead of 2 theta. So we can rewrite this guy as cosine squared of theta minus sine squared of theta. So this is one of those double angle identity. Alright, then we can plug in what we already know. So cosine of theta is 1 over square root of 1 plus x squared. So if you square that, you're going to get 1 over 1 plus x squared. So the square root is gone. Minus sine is x over square root of 1 plus x squared. So you have x squared over 1 plus x squared. All right, so we can combine that to get 1 minus x squared over 1 plus x squared. All right, so that's part A. All right, how about part B? All right, part B is we want to find the derivative of arcsine of 6x plus 1. All right, so let's do that. All right, remember that the derivative of arcsine of x is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. All right, so but you have a 6x plus 1 plugged in, so we have to use the chain rule. All right, so the derivative is going to be y prime is equal to, all right, so when you see x, we're going to put 6x plus 1 instead. All right, so you have 1 over, all right, square root of, all right, 1 minus, right, now we have 6x plus 1 squared multiplied by derivative of the inside function. So derivative of 6x plus 1 is just 6. Right? So therefore, this is just going to be 6 over square root of 1 minus quantity 6x plus 1 squared. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.